Vanakkam. In the previous slides, we had a discussion regarding about performance of mutual fund. There are the tools are used. First one is scheme returns, and next one is investor return. In investor return, we calculate the two items. One is total return and the compounded returns. And when there is a return, naturally there is a other side that is called risk. Return and risk are both sides of coin. Without risk, return may not be possible. What is risk? It is nothing but expecting the unexpected, which is called the risk. A risk is defined as a deviation from expectation. I am expecting one, but happening is different. An example, I am going to make my investment in ABC scheme. Based on the past exposure and experience, I believed it. In future, the scheme will provide a return of 10%. But after some period, while I'm going for calculation of the particular scheme, reality the scheme is given return only 9%, which means my expectation is 10%, but is reality 9%. So 1% is there the less what I am expected. This is called deviation. This is also named as risk. Deviations from expected outcomes can be positive or negative. Both are considered as risky, but it cannot be avoided. It is a human nature. And also, the market is not in the hand of one man. Market is meant for everybody. So all the investors' experience, exposures, risk-taking capacity, it all made market is more volatile, and market is there the more competitive. Because of this particular reason, what will happen mean the risks are going to be multiple, risks are going to be aggravated, risks are going to be compounded, or whatever the reason. So it is generally tell it as it is unpredictable. While you are going saying about risk is unpredictable, how it can be measured? Usually there is a two methodology used for calculating the risk of scheme and portfolio. When you are using standard deviation methodology means you are going to calculate the risk of the single scheme. How it is going to calculate? It is very simple. The average deviation of the observed returns from the average return over a time period. How am I going to calculate mean? First, I find out there the what is the average return of the particular scheme in a particular period. Then from that, I'm find out how many deviations are taken place in the particular period, which is called the standard deviation. When the deviation is more, risk is more. When the deviation is less, risk is less. Kindly referred that simple standard deviation videos in YouTube will be giving more insights about standard deviation. It is very simple. It's also find out the average and find out the deviation. From average, if price is moving upward or downward, how many percentage is moving upward and downward? By finally consolidate everything and say the percentage of standard deviation is this much. When the standard deviation higher and higher, risk is more and more. When the standard deviation less and less, risk is less. And the next one, port beta, that is meant for not a single scheme. It is meant for the entire security or portfolio of the individual. The portfolio return of the individual compared with here the market as a whole, that is called it as the beta. Here is also higher the percentage, more the risk. And these two is used for find out here the equity risk, whereas we go for the debt related risk, we are called it as this duration and weighted average maturity. Debenture is also the not equally attracted by investor compared to the equities or similar securities, but it is also the attractable one at the time of a misfortunate market market is not so regular, it is more volatile, no prediction is happened as such. In all these cases, investors preferably go for debt instrument investments instead of the equity related instruments. So debt instrument is always there is a handful of investors insights. Uh, this always debt securities are fixed nature, that is fixed rate of interest which is providing, but it's also suffered by volatile. When the debt scheme is providing 9% and it's comparing to the market, some other scheme is providing more than 9%, naturally investor will go to that particular security. So debt is also having the issue of volatile, and risk is too. Normally, in market or in investment scene or scenario, every advisors of mutual fund, it says mutual fund schemes are away from risk. It is less riskier comparable to the other securities. So which mean mutual funds also have the possibility of meet the risk. So no investment in the world is provided without the risk. Risk is associated with the investment. So and comparable to the equity or securities, risk is less in mutual fund. While calculating the debt risk, there are the two items are used, that is duration, and next one is the weighted average maturity. Weighted average maturity, which mean to be nature, it is like a CAGR. It will be adding there the number of years recorded in the particular debt instruments. So here is also when the maturity period or the weighted average maturity return is more, risk is more. To avoid this one, sometimes the mutual funds debt schemes, they provide there the floater scheme for debt instrument. What is the floater scheme? Which mean while the people are going to be, that mean investor are going to be invest the money in debt schemes, they will get the return more and above the competitor in the market. The competitor always is the market, is the debt return is the treasury bill. So any scheme which is providing the floater return to the investor mean, if treasury bill provide 8% interest mean it plus 2% adding 10% return will be given by the other scheme, that is debt scheme. This is what is called as the floater or the floating rate scheme. So why it is mean? It is very simple, attracting the investor, whereas a treasury bill which is meant for government of any government, government of India or any state government, the other debt scheme, that means schemes is going to invested in the other company shares, other company debentures are called there, other people. uh, Treasury bills are always risk free and definite returns are there. If you want to be get more numbers from this particular what we called other schemes is also, we have to given such a kind of the issue, that is what is named as the other type of debentures. So because of this reason, the companies are providing the floater schemes. So in this slide we have discussed and understand what is mean by risk, what are the tools used for calculating the risk for equity, and what is the tools used for the debt schemes.